Hello and welcome to a new playlist. In this playlist, you will learn how to tweak your Raspberry Pi OS to build your own Kiosk system. So, basically, first of all, what is a Kiosk system? A Kiosk system is basically a basic operating system, either Linux or Windows. So let's focus on Linux. It's a basic Linux operating system that adapts the user interface, the system user interface, to your application user interface only. So it starts your application, and it starts the application in a full screen mode, and it disables interacting with the system interface. So the user can only interact with your application. You can also tweak the Kiosk system to use the system resources such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, or any other sensor connected to your device. On the Raspberry Pi, there is another benefit that you can control a GPIO when the system starts. You can power a device, you can power your custom hardware when the system starts. You can run a custom code when the system starts. Or you can run an application that dispatches other codes to start the custom hardware, or to start the GPIO, to start controlling the GPIO. The Raspberry Pi OS uses a system interface called lxde. lxde is basically stands for the lightweight X11 desktop environment. It's basically a desktop environment that is coded in GTK plus, and it's built for basically the less, you can use it on the less pricey embedded board or salvaged PCs, such as the Raspberry Pi. The lxde project, it's an open source project. It offers multiple of applications like the LX terminal. The LX terminal is the official terminal for the Raspberry Pi, and it's coded in GTK. It offers also an LX session. The LX session is the basic desktop session that starts when the Pi starts. When the Pi starts up, the LX session starts the LX panel on the Pi startup. The LX panel is the basic panel of the Linux operating system, like this one. It has the current running tasks, and it has the controllers, the panel controls. So we will be tweaking the LX panel of the lxde application, or of the lxde environment. The LX panel is present on the /user/bin/lx panel on the Raspberry Pi. We will be tweaking this panel. So our list is as follows. We will start by talking about a shell overview, how to use shell in copying files, removing files, creating directories, and finding the files. This is a shell overview. Then we will look at the basic lxde and lxde application. Then we would start to code our main installer script. We would code that in Bash. The installer script would basically remove the panel and tweak the key binding, so you will also disable the key combos for your application, so the user cannot, or the user has been abandoned from using the system environment for other things rather than your application. Then we will create a uninstaller script that would return your system to its default state. Then we would create the Pi-Kiosk autorun script, and basically the Pi installer script would actually copy the autostart script in the configuration cache, in the configuration startup cache of your Pi operating system, so that when your Pi starts up, this script would start on the Pi startup, and you can dispatch anything from this script. You can dispatch a system resource controller, you can dispatch a GPIO activator script, you can dispatch a hardware code, you can dispatch a C++ application, a Java application, a game in an immersion or a full screen mode. So this would be our new series of videos. Thanks for watching, and see you on the beginning of the series. Thank you.